What's good, folks? It's your boy Z the Ray here, and now I'm finna show y'all why the Packers lost and why the Buccaneers are going to the Super Bowl and why Brady is going to his 10th, is competing for his 10th Lombardi trophy that he wants to win. And it has nothing, in the league, it's not scripted at all. Once again, the NFL is not WWE. For those that are saying NFL is WWE, you're watching too much wrestling. Okay, your minds is basically, you're not logical at all. You're thinking way too much. You're doing too much drugs. Let's just face it. And I also told y'all stop listening to these people that's doing gematria trying to do these predictions, because they wrong on almost every prediction they make. They don't watch football at all. The reason why Tom Brady is going to the Super Bowl in the NFC, because I'm gonna show you why. Because people make too many mistakes against him. Either they overthink what they're doing, or the coach don't make the right decision making. I'm going to show you. Aaron Rodgers had at least 3 opportunities to score a touchdown and basically win the game. Okay, I'm going to show you where you made a mistake. And I'm going to say this as of right now, I'm done basically going for Aaron Rodgers. I'm done. I done gave Rodgers too many chances. He's let me down every time. And I'm going to show you different, and this proves that Mike McCarthy is the better head coach. They should have never got rid of that guy. Now watch this. Rodgers, wide open Adams. See, that was a good move. You was able to get a nice open look to Adams. First down plus. Now notice Adam pinned you right here. Now look at this difference between him and. I want you to see this because the offensive line actually do a job. The offensive line is going to create a hole for Aaron Rodgers. All Aaron Rodgers has to do is take the ball and run. This is what Drew Brees is scared to do because he's old. The man can't afford to get hit. Brees is scared to do this. This is why his team is not going to. This is why the Saints weren't here. This is why the New Orleans Saints didn't play the Green Bay Packers, because Drew Brees is scared to tuck the ball and run. That dude just has that, but he has 11 bruised ribs. He wasn't going to do this. I don't know why the Saints, before I continue, I don't know why the Saints let go of Teddy Bridgewater. That was the dumbest move they ever done. That GM should be fired. I'll be very honest. And now you got Jameis Winston, who you didn't put in. Jameis Winston would have actually beaten this team because he knows Bruce Arians' defense off the top of his head. He did play all that time. But let's continue. Rodgers. Now notice, Rodgers going forward, right? You might as well should keep going. Now, if this was Lamar Jackson, right? If this was Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, or let's say Donovan McNabb or Cam Newton, they would have been out of there. Cam would have been literally, he would have took off and been flying right to the outside. Russell Wilson would have break. Russell Wilson would have been gone. You wasn't going to catch Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson got all this field. This man, because first of all, common sense is going to tell you, this guy is actually guarded. You can barely see it now, but there's the cornerback, there's the lineman, and then there's a DB, and then there's the, I believe the outside linebackers right here. JCPR is here. JCPR Paul is not going to catch this guy. And even then, this guy's a defensive lineman. He's not going to catch no quarterback, especially somebody running a 4-5. You're not catching them. They're out of here. But watch what Aaron Rodgers does, which is, to me, this dude is an idiot, man. I clear. This is the main reason why the Packers is not going to another Super Bowl. Moves, throws, pass. You idiot. Why would you throw in freaking coverage? This man should get Donkey Day Dave for that. Officially, this is Shaq and the Fool, NFL edition. Dude, it's freaking stupid as hell. The dude is guarded. Why would you throw away the play and still you keep going? Again, let's rewind that back. Jason Pierre-Paul was not going to hit you. Dude. He's not going to catch you. Once again, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton, Donovan McNabb, Steve McNair, rest in peace, God rest his soul, and even Matt Ryan. These guys would have took off running. Nick Foles would have saw that hole and kept running. Mr. Trubisky definitely would have took his opportunity to see it. Why are you not scrambling? Aaron Rodgers could get right here. If you would have kept going, let's say even if he got tackled, you'd been right here near the goal line. All you got to do is walk right up in there. Instead, you're going to throw the ball in coverage. It's the most retarded move he's ever done. Look at that. How you gonna get caught? If you would have just took the ball and run, you out of there. Mahomes definitely would have scored. Mahomes would have been right here. Mahomes would have ran right to the right. Russell Wilson would have been gone. Russell Wilson would have scored. If this was Russell Wilson in a Packer uniform, the Packers would have scored. They would have been up this game. All right? That means even if Brady would have scored, the game would have went into overtime. All right? Again, this is why you Packers fans, this is why you're not going to the Super Bowl. And you conspiracy theorists, This whole entire game, the referee was letting these two teams play. I'm gonna explain that right now. Both teams got away with a lot of flags that should have been thrown. Okay? Again, but let's continue, because the whole time the referees was not calling. They was letting these guys play. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the league is getting sick and tired of seeing Tom Brady. I'm gonna explain that again. The league is tired of seeing this dude. Now, I for one was wrong, because I thought that the Buccaneers wasted a 4th round pick, because they could have traded that to get Devontae Freeman, which would have been better for him, because I didn't like seeing Devontae Freeman over in Detroit. That was a waste. He only took it because he had no choice. But if Devontae Freeman would have been on his Buccaneer team, along with Ronald Jones, that would have been way better for him. All right? Because the problem with Gronkowski, it messes up O.J. Howard. You already got 4 tight ends on depth chart. Now these guys can't get no playing time because Gronk is in the way. It messes up the development. So if Gronk gets injured next year or he's gone, then what you going to do? Once these guys' contracts up, they're going to leave. Okay? That's why I was against it. But, hey, Brady got his boy. It worked. So I admit, so Buccaneers fans, I was wrong in my prediction. See, at least I'm a man. I can admit when I was wrong in a prediction. I can admit that. But these people who use gematria, and these people who use gematria, right? These people who say the league is scripted, they'll never apologize because their mind is on the wrong thing. But again, if this dude would have took off and started running it, Jason Pierre-Paul would have not caught you. If he would have ran more right here to the corner. This dude, you're a quarterback. You got more speed than this guy. He would not have caught you at all. You got all that distance. Instead, you're going to throw right in and that ball could have been picked off. It's retarded. It's stupid gameplay.
Instead of going...
I want you to see this too. Because this didn't make an ounce of sense. Again, Matt LaFleur, this is why these coaches get fired. This is why we keep seeing we've had more head coaches fired in the last 5 years than the 1990s. Once again, I want you to hear this.
Target well defended. Instead of going for it here on 4th and goal, Crosby makes this.
He said instead of going on 4th and goal, if you would have went for it on 4th and goal, even if you didn't score, the Buccaneers would have been pinned down at the 10. That would have made it easier on your defense. Instead, you're gonna kick a field, you're gonna kick off and give Brady time, give Brady enough room to make a play and run down the play clock. You only had 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. You can't see the play clock. It was 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Go for it, man. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to playing against Tom Brady, this is a Tom Brady who's been in this league 21 years. So again, you YouTube conspiracy theories, you tinfoil hats, right? You ZKH Greenblatts, yep, you Hubbard, you Gematria FX Sports, you Car Block Nado. I'm about to get on him after in a little bit. You RFG the Chosen Ones. All you people keep saying the league is rigged, but yet you keep watching it every single year. When Brady first got drafted to the league in the year 2000, there was no social media. Let me tell you how far back I've been watching football. When Brady first came in, when I was 10 years old, back then everybody, if you was a PC user, you had Windows 98 or Windows 95. And then and for people who had Apple, you had Macintosh. The iPhone didn't exist then. There was no cell phones like that back then. When he first came in. For PC users, everybody had to use the internet, you had to use dial-up. That means whoever was using a telephone, they had to wait. Or let's say if you was somebody using the phone and you want to get the internet, you had to wait your turn. That's how far back Brady goes. And the only thing you can use to email somebody, or say if you want to chat with somebody, you have to use Instant Messenger. It was a chat room where there was no picture. There was nobody's profile picture. There was no MySpace. There was no Facebook. There was no AIM. There was none of that going on when he first came in. Brady has been playing for 2 decades. All right? Let that sink in. So Tom Brady already knows every single defense being thrown at him. That man's a grand master. If this was martial arts, this man would be like a 7-time black belt. He'd be a red belt. He'd be a grand master. He'd be Bruce Lee status, Chuck Norris status, Jet Li. So you must understand that. Brady at 43 years old has played against every defense known to man. That's why he's so successful. And yes, I'll give Belichick his credit. He was able to keep the team built around him. And this is Brady who matter of fact, he played with basically tier 2 or tier 3 guys, low tier guys. The only legit receiver he's actually had on his team was pretty much Randy Moss. Everybody else, like Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski, Aaron Hernandez, those guys was low-tier guys. They were not Pro Bowlers like that at all. The fact that he has this Buccaneer team, the Buccaneers ain't did nothing since 2002. Since John Gruden left the Raiders and came over there. That was yesteryear, pretty much. Most of these young guys on YouTube probably wasn't around then. They don't remember that time. Yeah, there was no Zachary K. Hubbard in those days. It just wasn't. So for people to keep saying the league is scripted, look what just happened. Dumb gameplay. I tell you, man, everybody is not on the same IQ at all. Aaron Rodgers, again, man, they had a few screws loose. Because if that was Russell Wilson would have saw that hole and took off. Patrick Mahomes, that's another thing. And I'm going to do a video on this because I'm going to respond to Carcino for life because I'm tired of the disrespect. But if that was Patrick Mahomes, if the Buccaneers do that against Patrick Mahomes and he sees a wide open lane, Patrick Mahomes is going to score on you every time. I'm going to tell you that right now. This proves it. If this was Mike McCarthy, he would have went for it on 4th and goal. That's how Mike McCarthy beat my Cowboys twice because he was aggressive. This is Matt LaFleur's second season as a head coach. He's young. This is why Sean McVay didn't win that Super Bowl because he's young. Belichick out-coached McVay. That's all that was. Yeah, McVay had the deepest because they held New England down to just 3 most of the game. But all New England did was wore the LA Rams defense out. That's all it did because Sean McVay had, in the offense coordinator, had trouble getting inside the end zone. That's all that was. Brady took his time. Brady is a calculated quarterback, like Peyton Manning was. That's what y'all must understand. Y'all need to stop saying the league is scripted. Yes, the only time the league was rigged was Spygate, Bountygate, and Deflategate. And I told you, Bountygate is the reason why the Saints can't advance the work because they're cursed. You would think the Saints in the last 10 years, since 2010, they've had some of the best rosters. You would think they would at least have 2 or 3 Lombardi trophies in their mantle. That's not the case because Sean Payton and Drew Brees have bad karma. That's why they don't go because they cheated to get to that Super Bowl. It had nothing to do with Hurricane Katrina. Because if they would have won after Hurricane Katrina, remember Hurricane Katrina was in 2005. The Saints went to the NFC Championship in 2006 when they had Reggie Bush. That was Brees' first season there, and he lost to the Bears in the snow. Okay, then you can say that, but that was the case. The Bears beat them because the Saints was no cold weather team. But no, you conspiracy theories look for again. What does 9/11 got to do with anything? What does Hurricane Katrina got to do with anything? I'm tired of that, man. People lost their lives. There are people who lost. That was a tragic times. No one wants to be reminded of that. Now, for those that don't like the fact that Brady is in a Super Bowl going into February 7th, then don't watch it. Don't watch football no more. If you don't like the fact that Brady is still around, don't not watch football no more. If the NFL is evil, then stop watching it. Stop betting on it. Stop telling people to make bets and put money into it. Because you're helping the league by doing that. You're helping Vegas by doing that. So y'all say Vegas is evil, then stop watching it. If you got a problem with it. Y'all need to give Brady his respect. You can't say Brady cheated because the Buccaneers have never cheated a day in their life. And this is a Buccaneers when their first franchise was a disappointment for years. Just like the Saints were. I remember, and this is a Buccaneers team who has Steve Young drafted as a rookie and couldn't do nothing. Steve Young couldn't even save him. Steve Young didn't start winning until he left them and went to the San Francisco 49ers to be the replacement quarterback for Joe Montana. So again, man, y'all need to stop it, man. The Buccaneers have come a very, very long way. A very long way. Because even when they first got Dungy, it took Dungy years before they was able to get that team going. Before the Buccaneers started going battling against start competing in an NFC Championship game, it took Dungy years, right, to build that team. Dungy had to build through Warren Sapp. He had to get Brady Johnson over there. You know, he had to develop Rondé Barber. He had to develop Booger McFarland. He had to get Mike Tomlin as a coordinator. John Gruden did a better job than he did. The owner got tired of the Buccaneers failing every year, like they failed to the Eagles, and he did something about it. And got Gruden over there. And Gruden came because Al Davis got too big-headed and pissed him off. And Gruden saw the potential of the Buccaneers, and that helped save him. When was the last time you ever seen the Buccaneers? Buccaneers went through year. They had Josh Freeman. They only had one playoff win. I think his playoff win was against the Saints, if I'm not mistaken. That was like 2011, 2012. It might have been the year Sean Payton got suspended off the bounty gate. He only has one playoff win. Then they fired him. They released him. They went through Josh Freeman. You had a quarterback named Garcia over there. They went through a lot of quarterbacks over the last like 15 years, man. They just disappointment. You had running backs like Cadillac Williams over there. Right? You had Derek Martin. You had a lot of guys over there. It just went through years of disappointment to get back here. So when they saw the opportunity to get Brady, they got it. Yes, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays was in the World Series. Yes, the Tampa Bay Lightning went to the Stanley Cup. The Miami Heat went to the NBA Finals. But again, it just shows you that Florida has money. These owners all got together and say, man, we tired of losing. We're going to make a statement. So I commend the state of Florida for being very competitive. So I guess Brady going to do what these other franchises can't do and try to win. But that don't mean he's going to win. Just because Brady's going to Super Bowl don't mean he's going to get a 7th ring, because Patrick Mahomes can actually beat this guy. Right? Andy Reid now has a second chance to actually beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You don't think Andy Reid ain't forgot about that loss 2 years ago in the AFC Championship game? Which, by the way, Brady had to beat them in overtime. That's how close that game was. But again, y'all need to stop it with these conspiracy theories. It's getting old really quick. Because y'all keep, again, and while we on subject, let me get on this dude. Dude, you are a complete fool. You are an idiot, man. Matter of fact, let me see how stupid this guy is, man. This is Car Block Now. Now, I did a video on this guy last summer, and I told y'all don't use gematria. This man picked the Saints, right? He picked with Drew Brees. As soon as he found out that the Cowboys wound up getting Andy Dalton, and they got Mike McCarthy stacked up, he switched it and went with the Cowboys. Both teams failed. He did not choose the Buccaneers at all. Now I commend him trying to say he's not taking credit for the Buccaneers if they win a Super Bowl, but you should leave it alone, period. Because thanks to you, people lost money putting their faith in you. Trying to use these numbers. These numbers don't mean nothing. They don't. They're just a bunch of calculations. They don't mean nobody's going to win. Just because Brady's pacing Patrick Mahomes don't mean he's going to win. Brady has lost 3 Super Bowls. He's 6-9. The Giants beat him twice on a 97 record. The Philadelphia Eagles beat him, and the Eagles stacked up their team. The Eagles went broke getting that team together with Fletcher Cox, Jay Ajayi, Alshon Jeffrey. They weren't playing games. And that's Carson Wentz was injured. They won with a backup quarterback. Dude, you don't know your football at all. You suck. This is somebody who didn't pay attention the entire season. Because the Buccaneers are going to Super Bowl with a 10-6 record. Normally, Brady is like 12 and above. Last year, Brady was 12-4 when he lost to Tennessee. The year before that, the man had won 13 games. He's 12 and above in most of his Super Bowl runs. You didn't take the Buccaneers at all. Why didn't you take the Buccaneers in the very beginning? That's what I'm still trying to figure out. Again, it makes no sense at all. It's just stupid. It's a lot of time wasted. You need to focus your attention on something else.
Packers, because Brady can get his 3rd all-time victory against Aaron Rodgers on a day numerology of 3. 124.
Look, you don't even know your even calculations, bro. You just all over the place, man. Again, man, Zachary K. Hubbard and RFG Chosen One, man, these dudes got people on some stupidity, man. And it's really sad. It's really sad, dude. Now, let me hear what this guy got to say.
They didn't make the playoffs. Oh, wow. Pick the Cowboys because even if I get the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, I'm also going to do who I think is going to be in the Super Bowl and who's going to win the Super Bowl. This video is just for betting purposes. Because even if I get the Super Bowl right, I don't count that.
Again, if you're going to be a betting man, there's a chance Brady can lose. I'm going to put that out there right now. You're up against Patrick Mahomes. This is the defending Super Bowl champs that's going in for a second time. Now, this is Andy Reid. Andy Reid is not going to make the same mistakes Pete Carroll did in the Super Bowl. So if they got a running back like Le'Veon Bell that's hot, he's going to get the ball. It's not a guarantee Brady's going to win. Me personally, I don't want to see Brady win another one, but I'm going to respect the man. I give him his just due. He's the greatest of all time. But Patrick Mahomes, that home field advantage don't mean nothing when it comes to somebody like Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to tell you that right now. Andy Reid is tired of losing to Brady. I'm just going to be very honest. You're going to see the Chiefs come up with all kinds of game plans. Again, and the Chiefs got a deepest like the Buccaneers. They really do. I'm going to do a breakdown of both of these teams. Because Mahomes has a chance to... Mahomes might get an MVP award. I told y'all, Brady only came out because he's tired of people praising Mahomes and writing him off. But again, do not listen to this dude. This dude chose the Saints, then switched on the Cowboys and lost twice. So he took 2 L's. You shouldn't listen to somebody who's not going to stay true to their word.
That's on my record. Because I don't want to be phony. I picked the Cowboys. They didn't make the playoffs.
No. You picked the Saints. So no. Don't switch it up. Y'all, I got the video to show it, right? I got the video to prove it. This dude picked the New Orleans. He put the New Orleans Saints. Let me see. Let me show you that video. It's on my channel. Right here, man. Right? So let the records be shown. He probably took it down. This dude took this video down. You can't find it. It might not be on his channel because he's embarrassed. That dude said, why Gematria in sport? I told you why Gematria in sports weren't right, but this dude chose, you can see it right here. He said, Saints will win a 2020 Super Bowl. NFL's scripted and rigged, right? He said this first. I mean, it was over a year ago. He said that earlier last year in the summertime. Then as soon as Andy Dalton went to Cowboys, he switched it up. All right? So I'll tell you, this is how phony these Gematria people are. These numbers don't mean nothing. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all gonna go deeper into a rabbit hole. Again, there's a lot of stupidity. It's too much time wasted. I'm serious, man. Y'all need to stop it. And I guarantee you, Carl Blacknall did not watch. He was not watching the entire season. He really didn't. Okay? And much as y'all, it's thousands of videos, it's not proving nothing, man. Again, if the NFL is scripted, don't watch it no more. You're not going to stop the NFL from making their money. I'm just telling you right now, this is a lost cause. The league is actually not scripted no more. If this dude just predicted twice and failed, the league is not scripted officially. That's why I understand why people keep listening to Zachary K. Hubbard. All he doing is causing people to lose their money. Y'all need to be in Vegas no more neither. Y'all need to leave Vegas alone. Because it is messed up y'all brains. Again, it has caused y'all to be stupid, man. Y'all just... I'm serious, man. It's sad. It really is. No, Clark Blacknall, man, y'all need to leave that dude alone, man. Stop putting your trust in somebody who's doing your money. The numbers don't mean nothing. These Gematria numbers is not going to help these teams win. It sure didn't help the Saints win at all. I told you why the Saints didn't win. They defense can't stop nobody. And this is a Saints team who got put out by Kirk Cousins. Shouts out to Hall of Famer Chris Dolman. I had a chance to meet him at my job when I worked at the Queen Mary. Cool dude, man. Even this dude played for the Vikings for years. Even he didn't like Kirk Cousins. My coworker Cody is from Minnesota. He don't even like, he's from North Dakota, in South Dakota, but he grew up a Minnesota Vikings fan his whole life. He don't like Kirk Cousins. Most Vikings fans don't trust Kirk Cousins at all. And this is a Saints team who got bounced out just last year in the first round. So again, man, I'm going to end that video there, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. But again, this proves it. League ain't scripted no more. It just ain't, man. And if y'all don't like Brady, don't watch the NFL no more. Just stop doing Gematria on sports and do something else. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.